so that fans understand, Julius Randle was probably always going to need surgery on this injury. When you dislocate your shoulder, a lot of times you're going to need that surgery. Sometimes you can rehab to strengthen the muscles around it so that you can kind of get through a season to delay surgery so you can play. That's what he was going for. Had he had surgery immediately after this injury, he still would have been out for the rest of the season. This wasn't a situation where if he had had surgery 2 months ago, he'd have been back for the playoffs. It's a 5-month recovery timeline for this type of procedure. In fact, him having surgery now, he's not even for sure going to be able to start next season. That's how long the timeline is. So that's one thing you just need to understand. The second thing I'm going to say is just because Julius Randle is out doesn't mean that the Knicks have no chance of making a playoff run. I think the team kind of knew for the last couple of weeks that Julius's return was not going to happen. In fact, earlier this week, Josh Hart said, "Look, we're operating as if Julius isn't coming back," or he said, "We're just going to assume that they're not coming back." The key thing, Stephen A., is whether OG Anunoby can come back because he's dealing with this elbow issue. He's already had surgery. This is a re-aggravation of it. They're 15-2 when OG plays. OG can fill some of the gap that Julius, they lose with Julius, and they are a very potent team with OG. So I would just say that while Randall's loss is hurtful, with these other teams in the East all having issues, the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell having issues with his knee, the issues with you're not really sure whether Philly's going to even be able to make it into the top 6. They got to win their way in. Miami has been up and down throughout the year. Milwaukee, as we know, is suspect even at the best of times. The Knicks can still make something happen here. If they end up with the Cavs in the first round, they've owned the Cavs the last couple of years. So I don't think this is doom and gloom. I don't think they would beat the Celtics in this series, but I'm not sure they would have beaten them even if Randall was healthy.
Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Icon Got You, a.k.a. the voice of the casual, a.k.a. Mr. Leather on Butt. And today, man, it saddens me to say this, man. Julius Randle has been ruled out for the rest of the season. I wanted to first just say this off by saying this. Shout out to Julius Randle, bro. I remember I used to talk so much shit about Julius Randle in certain situations. Like when we lost to the Hawks, I was talking shit. I was like, man, why can't you go up with your right hand? Man, why are you doing this? Man, why are you doing this? It was always so much. I'm like, man, why are you shooting all these threes? Man, why aren't you attacking inside? Man, why aren't you grab that rebound? Man, why aren't you do this? But then you don't realize what you have until it's gone, bro. And I'm not saying that the Knicks can't still make a push, but damn, I would have loved to have Julius Randle. And you know what, Julius Randle, shout out to you for everything you've done for this organization. For real, man. Without you, a lot of this would not be possible, bro. And I just wanted to give you those flowers because you know what? At the end of the day, one thing we always have to say about Julius is he showed up. He showed up to play. That's one thing he did. And I know the Knicks probably knew for the past, once he went down, they probably known for a good while in that locker room. For the past month, they probably known that he wasn't coming back. I think that they just didn't want to release that information to the media so quickly and wanted to wait till it was closer towards the playoffs. So I think that's the only reason they didn't release it that quick. Because I think that first they were optimistic that he could have came back and everything. But the fact that it's, oh my goodness. And even after he gets this surgery that he's about to get, he probably won't be back until God knows when, not middle of the season, but it's not going to be the beginning of the season. It's going to be a little into the season, like a few weeks into the season. So about maybe he'll probably be back after probably 15, 20 games into the season. He'll be back. Maybe more, but hopefully 15, 20 games the most that he missed earlier in the season. But I'm not too worried if Julius were to, and I've said this prior, you could go look at my other videos. I've said this prior about Julius Randle. I'm not too mad if he is gone because at the end of the day, I feel like the Knicks were still going to be a good team even without Randle. We're a better team with him, but I feel like we still have enough to make a playoff push. Now, winning the chip, we never know. That's really now at this point, now that we're a weapon down, and then on top of that we still got to deal with the OG and Anunoby thing. Like, that's just crazy, bro, that even OG is having these issues. Like, I just can't imagine. Like, I'm just like, I'm at a point where I'm hoping that we can figure it out, because right now, this is what the playoff picture looks like for us. This is what our playoff picture. We're going against Orlando, which has led us, and all, like, they've led us in the season. They beat us 3 times this season, and we beat them once. We beat them one time when we won 98-74. I think that was the last meeting on March 8th. March 8th was the last time we beat them. Do I like our chances against Orlando? Yes, I do. At the same time, Orlando is no slouch. Like, they were my sleeper team in the East, and I'm a Knicks fan. I love my Knicks. I would have rather us go against Cleveland or Miami, but right now, to be matched up against an Orlando team, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm saying the Knicks just have to be careful with this team. They just got to be careful, because this team is a very capable team. I don't feel like people are giving the Orlando Magic enough credit for what they've accomplished in the season. They are not a bad team by no means, and I am not sleeping them. But if we can get past them, I feel like the sky is open. Like, I really feel like this will probably be the toughest, this between them and the Celtics. Because every other team, I like our odds against. The Pacers, love our odds against them. The Cavs, definitely love it. Miami, all the way. I'm willing for us to go against Miami, and I think we could come out of that series good. So, and Milwaukee, the thing about Milwaukee, I'm not saying that they're not a threat. I'm not saying that they're not. It's just that with Milwaukee, I feel that we can get 4 games. We can sneak 4 games, because who's going to guard Jalen? That's really how I look at it. Yes, okay, they're going to say Giannis and Dame and everything. We have defenders. That's one thing we do, is play defense. So I feel that we can overcome Milwaukee in that regard, because of just how good we play defense as a team. So then now I'm looking from that premise and everything, the Knicks with a healthy roster, if we can hold, let's go look at the roster. Let's go look at our roster real quick. So far, we got right now Precious Achiuwa, OG Anunoby, Boyan is good, Charlie Brown Jr., Jalen Brunson, Alec Burks, Dante DiVincenzo. I don't know who that guy is. Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah, he's not there no more. Miles McBride. Yeah, you're hurt. Mitchell Robinson, Jericho Sims, Jacob Toppin, Dwayne Washington Jr. So with this roster, bro, I think we could make a playoff push. I'll say I'm at least thinking that the Knicks could get to the conference finals. Not the finals. I think we could get to the Eastern Conference Finals with this team that we have currently constructed. Y'all can kill me in the comment section and tell me what y'all think. I'm just saying, we have capable pieces. If OG can't go, though, we're losing. I don't care what none of y'all say. We need OG. We need OG throughout this whole play. He is the crucial piece. This man right here is the crucial piece. But right now, his status is out. We don't know what's going on. It's the elbow again. Like I was saying earlier before, that elbow is bad. But just know the Knicks are 15-2 when this man plays. This man, I'm so happy that Toronto let him go. I was like, what? Y'all letting? Sky's the limit. But overall, I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic about the Knicks. But if he can't go, I'm just gonna say the Knicks are out in the first round. If he can't play in the first round, the Knicks are done. The Knicks are done. We maybe beat the Orlando Magic, but we're not going past them after that. We're not going nowhere without him. If anybody says that, the Knicks are gonna be fine even if they don't have, you're bugging. Y'all bugging. If I hear that blasphemy, man, y'all bugging. Like, that's how I feel. Don't say no dumb shit like that, bro. Please don't say that we can do it without OG and Anunoby too. We already down Julius. Just don't say no dumb. I just don't want to hear no dumb in the comments about, you know what, actually, say that dumb shit in the comments. Let's see if anybody really agrees with that sentiment that we could do it with OG. I want to see if y'all really exist. But other than that, man, y'all already know. It's your boy Icon Got You, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Let the Wrong Butt. And for real, what's y'all thoughts on the Knicks, man? It's always going to be orange and blue skies, man. I love the Knicks. I'm happy with what we accomplished this season. I personally think that regardless if we whatever happens, if we win win it all or we bounced out, I think this was a successful season, and I think this is a step in the right direction, and everybody should just look at it as a step in the right direction. Also, win or lose, we're still moving in the right direction, and that's all that matters. Like I always say, orange and blue skies, baby. Orange and blue skies. But like I was saying again, it's your boy Icon Got You, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Leather on Butt. And like I say, always be you and never be afraid to reinvent yourself. And I'm out.